It's time for the livest interactive sports talk show in Ohio. This is Down to the Wire 513.
Oh, Flammy Ran.
Yo. Not the wire. 513.
What's good?
Episode 233.
233. Back in the building, man. What's going on, brother? How you feeling?
Hey, man. As I always say, man. Blessed, black, highly favored, dog. Tired. Tired,
Man, it's
man.
been a long week, man. We're only halfway through it.
Only halfway through it, man. I keep thinking this week. I keep thinking this weekend is Memorial Day weekend, but that's next weekend. We got a 3-day weekend.
Man, I'm about to say I wish it was, but hey, regardless, we still gonna push through. But yeah, it definitely been a long week. I'm definitely feeling it, man.
Facts. Always good to be here. How you feeling, brother? How's your week going so far?
Man, feeling good. Tired though. Like I said, definitely a long week, but pushing through, man. Pushing through. Been a crazy week.
Pushing through. Pushing T. Now we ain't pushing P.
Right, man. Pretty guys.
Free the slimes.
Hey, man. I ain't saying they're innocent, but I'm saying pretty guys, pretty slimes.
Pretty guys, man. Before we get started, man, we strictly might talk strictly sports, man, but we gotta send our condolences to all the mass shootings that happened this past weekend, man. The Buffalo was the biggest one, but there was also one in Texas and also California, I believe, man. So just thoughts and prayers up to all the victims involved, man, and this shit got to change, bro.
Man, it's got to, bro. It's just like, we say this every time. I feel like, man, it's like something got to change. Like, when is it going to be time for a change, man? And what's that change going to look like? You know what I'm saying? Who knows? But tired of seeing this. Tired of talking about it.
And it's crazy. Like there's not more outreach, like more like talk about it. And obviously, I get it because we talked about it during when the pandemic happened, like when George Floyd happened during the pandemic, there was nothing going on to distract us. So like everyone's attention was focused on that incident.
Yeah.
Now like the world's kind of opening back up. You got other shit to distract. You got the playoffs, all sports shit. So that's why it's not getting the outrage like it once was, like back like a few years ago, man. And that's fucked up, honestly.
Yeah, I agree, man. 100%. It's like even with these three, it's crazy. It's like 3 in 2 days, something like that, and it's like it came and went. People back talking about other stuff. It's like, nah, this is crazy, man. It's definitely something that should be talked about, especially the one in Buffalo. I'm like, I haven't done too much research to the other two. I know the one in Buffalo was racially driven, which is crazy, man. Which is crazy. Everybody talk about. You got guys like Antonio Brown talking about racism don't exist anymore in America and shit like that. Obviously it still exists in America when you got shit like this happening. It's disgusting.
Exactly, man. I'm not sure what has to be done, but it just seems like racism is coming to an end anytime soon, man. It's fucked up, honestly. That's all I could really say about it. But just how fucked up it is, how fucked up this world is. Yeah, I'm gonna do my part to spread the word, spread the awareness. But not sure what we as a country can do. Dude was only, I know the dude in Buffalo, he was only 18 years old, bro. 18.
Exactly, man. So the fact that he had that kind of mindset, like it had to be, taught to him. He had to be brought up in some kind of a hateful environment, you would think, or it had to be something that he was drawn to, that he was deeply influenced by, that caused that kind of hatred in his heart to do something like that, man. Like it had to be, and it was just, it's sad, man. It's really sad. It's fucked up.
Once again, man, prayers out to all the families involved, victims involved, man. No one shattered life taken like that. No one at all.
Nope.
We'll see what happens moving forward, but honestly, I doubt anything happens. That's just the way this world is.
Yep. It's not fair, man.
Oh. Nonetheless, this is Down to the Wire 513, episode 233. A lot has happened since we was last on. I know me and Doc hopped on IG for like a quick 5 minutes after the Bucks got eliminated by the Celtics. Quickly, what's your thoughts on Milwaukee going down in seven?
Man, it was like Giannis is right there. He just couldn't do enough, man. Boston's defense really shined through, man. So shout out Jason Tatum. He's on a historic run right now through the playoffs. Went through Kevin Durant, went through Giannis. You know, now we're gonna talk about this a little bit later, but now going through Miami Heat. So shout out to the Boston Celtics, even though it was hard to see that happen. Even though I picked Milwaukee in 7, I believe I picked Milwaukee in 7.
We both did. Yeah.
No, I stuck with my pick. Almost happened still, even though they had the injuries. Almost still almost happened. So great game, man. But shout out to the Boston Celtics. Shout out to Ime Udoka as well. Great coach.
Facts. Great coach. Great coach. It's just basically what that showed is just Giannis has more to work on in his game. Obviously you can get better every year, but to me, what hurt him, especially in Game 7, just him not having a consistent jump shot is what hurt him, because they were not allowing him to attack the paint at all, where he does his most work. Like, they were crack doubling him every time, and when he kicked it out, guys were not making shots. So if he can just get a very like an effective mid-range jumper, consistent jump shot, I think that'll take his game to the next level in a series like that, when he has no second guy to go to.
Yeah, I agree.
Phoenix got sent home too this on Sunday.
Shoot, man,
that game wasn't even close.
Was not close. I didn't see the live. I wasn't part of the live, but y'all did tell me both y'all picked Phoenix to win that, right?
Yeah, we did.
Man, no one saw that coming. I probably would have picked Phoenix as well if I was on the live. Just be real, probably would have picked them. No one saw that coming. Phoenix down by 50 points during the game. 40 points most of the game. It was a straight blowout. I must say, love to see it. I love to see it, man.
All right,
they're talking big shit. They were talking big shit, man. Dev, talking big shit. It's just like he just like that dude, like bro, like he was talking like he Luka, like bro, like what made you, what gave you these kind of guts to talk this kind of shit, bro? Like, cause you made it to the finals, like bro, it gave you no, like, nah, bro, you had no right to be talking that kind of shit, and it showed the karma came back and bit him in the ass. They both played like shit, in Game 7, and that really everybody right now is really shit on Chris Paul, which is he definitely deserves to be shit on too, but I'm gonna take this kind of shit on Dev, man. Like, nah, this is on you, Dev. Definitely on Ayton as well, and Monty Williams as well, great coach. But if I was on a little bit off for them, I'm putting most of this blame on Dev. If you if you are going to be that next guy, you want to be the next Kobe guy, you want to be like that as a Kobe prodigy, you can't come out there perform like that in Game 7. You cannot let that happen. You want to be looking at the Kobe in these commercials and shit, bro. Nah, you ain't there. You shouldn't have been able to do that. You shouldn't have been crowned this whatever they've been crowning you. You don't deserve that crown. And it goes to show that.
I say, but did he himself say that, or like the media kind of put that on him?
They? He definitely wanted it. He definitely was crying when he wasn't getting. He was crying about not getting seen in that light. When he wasn't getting selected All Stars and all that kind of shit, he was, the best players didn't make it. He was saying all that kind of shit. Like, he wanted to be looked at as that guy. He definitely wanted that.
I mean, that's fair from that standpoint. I mean, obviously, like I said, the best players in All-Star games specifically always don't get selected. But obviously, at the end of the day, it comes down to winning. Your team has to win. But I put them like saying he's the next Kobe because I specifically remember the first take like they put that on him, and he did come back and rebuke it. He did. I forget his exact quote, but he did like kind of like nah, don't put that on me. Don't put that on me yet. But as far as this series goes, I agree with you for the most part. As far as him performing Game 7, this isn't the first Game 7 where he's no showed. It just goes to show that he's still, like you just said, he's still a long way from being that next superstar in his league. Still has a long way to go. Luka is there. Phoenix, I'm with you. Like I said, as a team, they should be disappointed. I'm interested to see how this Monty Williams, DeAndre Ayton story is going to play out. I mean, because he didn't play much at all the second half.
Got benched. They got into it. You didn't hear what happened? They got into it. Apparently, Monty said. Apparently, this is what Lil Wayne said. He was saying courtside. He said it looks like Monty Williams told DeAndre, "You quit on us," and that pissed DeAndre off to the point where he's able to fight. Apparently.
So I'm gonna ask you this: if you're Suns, are you throwing them, or does DeAndre Ayton deserve the max? If you well, two questions: if you're the Suns, are you giving him a max, and then does he deserve a max from anybody?
If I'm the Suns, I'm not offering a max. I think somebody will offer him a max deal. It won't be their max. What they can offer him, what they can offer him more than any other team can offer him because he's going to be a restricted free agent.
Right.
I think some team will offer him big money. He will get a max offer from somebody. I do not think Phoenix would give him a max offer, especially after what happened with him and Monty Williams this playoffs. And also he just wasn't playing good in most of these playoffs. He wasn't playing good. They benched him for Biyombo in a few games as well. You know, he just wasn't playing up to the hype that he should have been playing.
Now, what do you say to those? Not me, but obviously it's out there. What do you say to those about? He still had a great regular season. Like his numbers in the regular season were good. Like was a crucial part of the Phoenix winning, which is true. But when it counts,
very true.
When it counts the most in playoffs, he no shows.
When it comes to most, I mean, what I would say to them is it doesn't matter. Right? Like the regular season is great, but it doesn't matter. You know, those big players, and also he's not that great in the regular season. You know, like he still ain't even like a top 10 player when in the regular season. Still, like so, it ain't like he's doing shit like he's just out there killing shit in the regular season. I'm sure he's great for the team, but he's not out there making that big of an impact. You know, to where he is demanding a max contract from us, you know, because we're also looking at when we get to the playoffs, we're going to need you to be that guy. And if he pay you all this money, if we give you this money, we need you to be that guy. When you haven't proved that you can be that guy, so we need to save some money to go get some other guys that can help you out because you can't be that guy. So we need to save some money to go pay other guys to come in along with you to add to what you add to the team to make all y'all together, you know, enough to win a championship. Right now, we're not. That's how it was laid out to him.
Yeah, I tweeted at me that I don't think he's going to get the max from Phoenix anyway. I believe there's if you're an up and coming team, it's like, yeah, we'll give you the max. The help, like if I'm a Houston Rockets, Thunder, or whatever, I'll throw you the max, whatever. But for Phoenix, I don't think they're going to give him the max. He should have been dominant in this series. These past two series, the past two series, honestly. Yep. You're the biggest guy out there, man. You should be dominant from start to finish. There's no way Dallas and New Orleans should have held you. I mean, he looked good. He looked good in game 1 and game 3 of the New Orleans series, and then he kind of evened out. Dallas, he had like one great game, one good game the entire series. So yeah, to answer my own question, those who say he's good in the regular season. You gotta show up when it matters most. We're all about winning championships. This was a perfect year. A lot of people had y'all slated getting back to the NBA Finals, and you come up 2 rounds short.
Very disappointing.
And part of it's disappointing for Phoenix, and part of that blame is on Ayton, as well as Book. Like I said, y'all two are the go-to guys. Y'all got to show up when it matters.
Yes, sir. Yeah, I think most of the blame goes on both those guys. So both of us, everybody right now is talking about Chris Paul, but most of the blame goes on both those guys. If you want to be real,
What do you expect from a 37-year-old Chris Paul? I mean,
right,
obviously he doesn't. He shouldn't have declined since he turned 37 like that. Like he
off
like
the cliff
he fell
immediately, which we're gonna talk about next. TJ was good. What's good? What's TJ here talking about? He said, well, they went, yeah, and I honestly think that might have been his last game in Phoenix.
That's the case, and Phoenix is.
They should probably do a sign and trade. I think they should try to sign and trade him. Try to get something back from. I don't even know what you would try to get. Honestly, I think this team is probably the way they're built, probably done. This was their year to try to win it. The fact that they didn't win it, Chris Paul, is obviously done. If y'all didn't see, he turned 37 last Saturday or some shit. He turned 37 right before the series started, and this series he looked terrible. He looked washed. He looked unsure of himself. He was just, his confidence was gone. He looked terrible. Like he fell off a cliff. So I think he's done. I think he has like 2 more years left on his deal. They're probably stuck with him. But he's done. He's done. Pat Bev out here talking all this shit about him, but it's kind of right, He's gonna look great in the regular season, but when he gets to the playoffs, he's not gonna target him. And he, like Pat Bev said, he can't stay in front of nobody. He can't get past anybody anymore. It's over. It's over. Like if any good teams watch these playoffs, any good coaches watch these playoffs, they saw the blueprint of how to beat the Phoenix Suns with this current team. First off, Aiden is not motivated at all. So he's checked out. He's a non-fucking factor. And Chris Paul is washed. And Book can't do anything about himself. So they're done. They're done. Phoenix is done.
I'll see what they do. I mean, obviously, for Phoenix' sake, they better work out the situation between Ayton and Monty, because if Ayton does go, even as much as we shitted on him, if Ayton leaves, they're championship. They're done. They're really done.
Because I mean, honestly, I don't think his trade value is all that high. Like, what are you gonna get for him?
His trade value isn't high. I mean, and it's not like you can go out there and find like another, because obviously they're going to need another big. They don't need another wing. They're set a wing. They need a good big that complement them. And bigs aren't. Like I said, it's rare to find one. I would hate to say like of 8 in stature, but like equal to him right now.
That's that age that has that kind of upside. Of course, everybody gonna say with the money, because it's gonna be sign and trade, so you can easily, find a max player out there, match the money up, and trade them for. But if I'm a team with that caliber big, I'm not trading them for AD. I'm sorry. Even if you talk about AD, I'm not trading AD for AD. Like, no. I'm not sold on AD at all, but I'm definitely not sold on AD for my future. Fuck out of here.
As far as Chris Paul goes, obviously didn't look good in this outfit at all. Like I said, looks slow, look like he's done. And I even tweeted, I said he needs to retire or come off the bench next year, because it's done. And obviously, I want to see how he plays next year before I officially say he's washed. But him being like what he was last year, him taking over a game like he did a few games in New Orleans in the first round.
Yeah, I'm about to say even this year is done. This year is done. I won't say he's washed. He is definitely still playing the NBA. But being a high level point guard and playing high level minutes,
come off the bench.
Playoff games, it's not going to happen. He can play in small stretches. You can put him out there, but in long stretches, you're going to be at a very high disadvantage with him on the court.
So we just basically, Suns need another point guard, a younger point guard, and they got to figure out what they're going to do with Ayton. So a lot of questions to be answered in Phoenix. We'll see what happens as the NBA offseason gets started after the finals in July.
I got a lot of questions, man, because like is Book the guy you want to build around? I think Book just proved to you that he ain't the guy you want to build around either. So it's like, what do you do? Like all three of your options you have right now are all duds. If you ask me, to start over a round, they're all duds.
Would you do? Would you do a sign and trade with Minnesota?
For
I mean, obviously, Cat.
who for Aiden?
Uh-huh.
If I'm Minnesota, I'm not doing that for Minnesota. Hell nah. If I'm Minnesota, man, you better give me somebody else with that. You better give me some.
I mean,
don't know who else you would want.
because honestly, Cat in the playoffs ain't all that. Like they really about even when it comes to playoffs. Cat doesn't show up in the playoffs really either.
I would much rather have Cat than Aiden in the playoffs. Even though, like you said, he hasn't shown much in the playoffs, but I think Cat, first off, he's definitely more skilled than Aiden. I think he has more of a motor. He has more of a dog in him than Aiden. Aiden has no dog in him at all. No fight in him at all. And that's why Monty was mad at him. He has no fight in him at all. He's soft.
But
he's soft.
But look at this. You send him up to Minnesota with Pat Bev. Cat wasn't a dog. Cat wasn't that either. That's why Jimmy Butler bounced. You put Aiden around some dogs. He ain't got no choice but to be a dog.
You got a point there. But you think so? But do you think Aiden can be as good or better than Cat? I don't think so.
He wouldn't have to be because what we seen the Ant.
I'm just saying. Do you think so?
I think he.
So for that value, I'm just saying. If you Minnesota, that's how you gotta look at it. You gotta look at it as, okay, do we think this guy can be as good or better than the guy we currently have? I don't think so. So we need more back in return. If we're gonna give you him, we need more back. Even though he is older, we need more back.
I don't know. That just hit my mind because I mean I remember a few years ago we was talking about how I forget who said it, but how Book, D'Lo, and Cat all wanted to play together.
Yeah. Now that would be very interesting if they can pull that deal off. I don't think
all three of them. That's why I just said Cat. No,
I don't think Minnesota's going to get rid of Cat. I think right now they're sold on Cat and Ant being a tandem for at least the next like 3 years. They're going to at least test that out. 2-3 years.
All right.
And I still wouldn't do that. But somebody tweeted something about signing a trade with Portland, and Dame liked the tweet. So Dame obviously is interested in having anybody's better than what they have in Portland. So I don't blame him for liking that tweet. I like it too. But Dame and Aiden, they ain't getting nowhere in Portland.
That ain't enough.
That's not doing anything, Dame. I'm sorry.
At all.
Just being real, bro. It's not doing shit for you, Dame.
All right, down to the wire, 513, episode 233. We're about 10 minutes away from tip-off between game one between the Mavs and Warriors. Who you like in that series and how many games?
Man, I really want to go Mavs, bro. I'm gonna be real. I really want to go Mavs. But I just don't think that the role players are going to be enough. So I'm gonna go Warriors in 6. I think Luka will get you 2 in this year. I know I said the same thing last year. I think I said Suns in 6. I didn't know Chris Paul fall off a cliff. And I didn't know Book would show to be a fraud. I'm gonna call it what it is. He's a fraud. He's a front runner. He's a fraud. I didn't know that would get exposed. So I'm going. I know what Steph is, but the one thing that I think I know, I think I know Luka is a fucking legend already. He's a legend. I think I know that. That's why I want to go Mavs. I think I know Luka is a fucking legend, bro. He is unstoppable.
Has it won? Legend? Come on.
I know this.
That's a big word, bro.
I said this year. I said Luka hasn't won a playoff series yet. This is the worst roster he's had, and he's back now. He's in the college finals. Like, what? This nigga is a fucking beast, bro. This nigga is god level good, bro. Like, he's doing shit we ain't seen since fucking Jordan. Let's be real. We ain't seen nobody do this since Brian in Cleveland. I'm being real. Now the team is, I ain't gonna say, because he did miss 2 games in the first round. They still won. Like Utah was a fucking shit show. So just still. Then beating Phoenix, bro, the way they beat Phoenix, that's a big statement. Defending conference champions, down 0-2, top 5 all-time point guard on the other side. His best chance ever to get a ring. You got the young and upcoming next big thing, next superstar 2 guard, everybody crowned, and you come out there and kill these niggas. Game 7 on their home court by fucking 50. This is if he comes out and even makes this remotely close of a series, I think he's already stamped. Next year, the last 2 years he's been favorite preseason MVP. The next year he's definitely going to be favorite again, preseason favorite team MVP again. And if they win this series, Luka is. If they win this series, if they make it to the finals, he's out of here. It's over. And Luka is going to be like in a whole different stratosphere of a superstar. It's gonna be crazy. I think it's possible.
That leads me to a question that I was thinking. But before I ask that question, I'm going Warriors. I'm going Warriors in 6. I know last series I picked Luka to get to win 1. But like I said, what he did was crazy.
4.
The numbers he put up was crazy.
That's what I'm saying. He's a legend, bro.
Playoff
legend.
He's on his way. I ain't ready to call him a legend yet, but he's on his way. He's on his way. He's on his way. Definitely top 5 in the league right now, in my opinion.
Yeah, I think it's pretty easy right now.
So this leads me to a question because I was thinking about this: how the NBA could possibly be sweating if the Mavs did pull off the upset, and no matter who it is, Miami or Boston, we're gonna watch it because we're diehard NBA fans. But it's the casual fan gonna tune in and watch it.
Oh, I think so, man. Hell yeah. If it's anybody in the West, yeah, because it's Luka and you got Steph, so you got star power there. If it's Miami, maybe because it's Miami and Miami is Miami, you might get players. But if it's Boston, yes. So I think the NBA is set no matter what.
See, I don't know.
You got less stars. You got less star power. You got less star power if it's Miami. But I mean, it's still going to be in Miami. You still got the Heat. It's still the brand, you know. Even though it's not as shiny as it once was with LeBron or Wade and Shaq, you know, those years. It's still shiny. It's still Miami. In Boston, you got those up and coming superstars and Tatum and Brown as an up and coming star. You know, it's Boston, so of course you're gonna get the fan base there. I'm looking at Luka. You got Luka. It's fucking Luka. He got a whole country behind him, and then of course it's the Warriors. Come on, it's the Warriors. You got Steph, Draymond.
I mean, I know Steph. I mean, like Steph's name, like you
got the Water Boys. I'm gonna call them the Water Boys.
All the hoes, though, Steph.
Yeah.
But I'm just curious, like for Luka, like honestly, he does have a whole country, but I was just thinking here in the States, regardless, like black and white. I know shit, NBA like the Great White Hope, so they pushing him. They gonna push him, but in our community, will a casual fan in our community watch the NBA Finals if it's Mavs, whoever it is?
Man, look. Luka got some hood to his game. He talk hella shit, bro. You watch him play talk hella shit. He laughing at niggas, man. Luka, he definitely welcome to barbecue. I think he's is cultured enough to where he definitely I think people will still watch.
We'll see what happens. I mean, I'm gonna watch regardless. I don't care. I'm gonna watch regardless. But we'll see. I wouldn't be mad, like I said, at either of the matchups we get in the finals. Warriors, Celtics, Warriors, Heat, Mavs, whatever the matchup is, I wouldn't be mad at it. But yeah,
I think the least favorable matchup will be the Mavs Heat. That will get you the least ratings.
But to me that'd be the most interesting for me.
I think so too, but I'm just saying, like
Well,
ratings
yeah,
wise, that would be the least
as
ratings.
far as ratings, yeah.
You got like one superstar. Because I don't care what nobody says, Jimmy Butler ain't a superstar. I don't care what nobody says. He's not a superstar.
Bro, put some respect on Jimmy Butler.
No,
man.
I definitely respect him, but he's not a superstar. Come on, bro. So you're saying Jimmy Butler is a superstar? Be real. Be real. To be a superstar, you have to be one of the top like 5 players in the league. He's not that. He's not that.
Bro, these playoff runs, he's putting up the numbers he's putting up, bro. He has an argument for a superstar. Bro.
He can be that at times, but he's not that consistently, so he's not a superstar.
But he's that when it matters. Like I said,
he's that when it matters, but he's not that at all times.
Regular season, yeah, Jimmy Butler don't give a damn. But in the playoffs, so I know he needed. He shows up.
But superstars can go out there and drop 60 when they feel like it. He can't do that. He can't even drop 40 when he feel like it. He can drop 40 when he has to in the playoffs when it matters, and the game's on and it's a big game. He can give you 40, but he can't just give you 40 when he feel like it. He's not that gifted. And on games when he has to, I don't want to say he can do that in the playoffs. He can do that on occasion in the playoffs when he has to, because he only did it like 5 times. He played way more playoffs against 5, so he can do that on occasion when he has to. He can do that on occasion in big games sometimes. But people just jump out the window, man. They're prisoners of the moment. He's not a fucking superstar. Shut the fuck up. He's not a superstar. No, like people like shut up, guys. He's not. Like, no. He's very good. He's very good, and if he did this consistently, then yeah. But he doesn't.
I disagree. I think
he's a superstar.
I think he's there.
Man,
I'm one of those people you tell to shut up.
So you saying he's one of the top 5 players in the game?
No, I mean not, bro.
He's one of the top 5 players like playing right now, but that's not saying much.
Not all superstars are top 5 players. Chris Paul hasn't been top 5, but he's a superstar point guard. He's top 10. I put him top 10.
All right.
Like top 5, like is like you different like that, like Luka, but you don't have to be a top. At one point, Russ was top 10. He was a superstar at one point before he fell off a cliff.
That's like superstar like status.
I'll say yeah. There's
we
levels.
give him that kind of status. Superstar status. Okay.
There's levels.
I'm talking about superstar like player, like all the above superstar. He ain't that, but okay. He has superstar status, which means he can be there sometimes. So okay, I give you that. But he's not a superstar.
Like it's right now. If you had like right now, like Bron, AD. I don't know AD is up there. Bron, Giannis, KD, Luka. Then maybe a tier below is where I have Jimmy. He's one tier below though. Top 10 superstar. But he'll never.
Prisoner at the moment. I think he'd be a little prisoner at the moment, but that's fair. That's fair.
Top 5 category.
That's fair. Yeah. Oh yeah. He'll never get there ever.
Well,
that's fair though.
Since we talking about that series, so he dropped 40 last night in game 1. Marcus Smart, Al Horford were in play. Horford's out with COVID protocols. Marcus Smart was dealing with a bad foot. Who do you like in that series?
Oh man, interesting series, man. Depending on the health of Horford and Smart, both of those guys are very important, especially Marcus Smart.
He's all signs he's playing game 2 right now.
Okay, because they had Tatum out there handling the ball, and that's what really fucked him up. Third quarter, man.
That 22-2 run.
Turnover. He had like 6 turnovers in the third quarter. Like he looked very careless with the ball. So if they don't, and I ain't saying Marcus Smart is a great point guard, but he's at least used to handling the ball in that kind of role. And Tatum is not at all, and it showed. Even though Tatum I love him, he's great, but it's just that wasn't very good last night. I'm gonna go. Damn, man. I really don't want to see Miami in the finals, man. I don't want to. I really don't want to see Boston either because we Laker fans. But I'm gonna go Boston, and I'm gonna go Heat in 7. Heat in 7.
Heat in 7. Oh man.
Honestly, when you say anybody in 7, it's a toss up. So you can say the other way. But I'm gonna go Heat 7. I'm gonna go Heat 7.
This series was a toss up. I hit that last week. I thought Milwaukee's gonna win a series, but I said if it was Boston, Miami, it could be.
It's tough, man. It's made it real tough. Cause I would pick Milwaukee easily over Miami, but now it's Boston. It's like I want to pick them, but then got that kind of experience like Miami got. They showed last night.
Don't they though? I mean,
not to get to the finals like that because they showed last night. They had that game under control all first half, but they had the game under control. They had the game won.
But this is that team's third NBA Eastern Conference Finals. They lost. Yeah. They lost to Braun when they were younger.
Yeah.
I mean, if you want to count the bubble, they lost to the Heat in there, and then this time.
I guess you're right. This is that kind of because that team in bubble was this same team, like for real. So this is the kind of they're like they should be ready to take over the hump. You know what? Thinking that I'm going Boston 7. So I'm switching it up. Now you say that this is the time. This is their time. Boston 7. I don't fuck with Miami no way. Boston 7. I don't fuck with Boston either though, but I do fuck with Tatum.
That Laker fan in you like, oh shit, I can't believe I can't.
I don't want to say Boston either because Tatum my guy though. Tatum my guy.
Wristband on.
Tatum my guy, man. He's Kobe wristbands. Purple and gold. You gotta bleed it, but man, Tatum my guy. So I'm gonna go Boston. So I'm gonna switch it up. He taught me out of it.
They all should shut it up, huh?
You said, man, is it though? I said, yeah, you're right.
Oh man, I'm going Miami, man. Just because of what I mean. Like this is no discredit. Tatum is right there. He's on his way to be. He has the talent to enter that top 5 players in the league. He's on. He's definitely on his way.
He on his way there.
But as much as I just hyped up Jimmy Butler, man, I can't go again. I'm not going.
Man,
I would be contradicting myself if I picked them to lose. I'm going Heat. I'm going Heat in 6.
Okay.
Al Horford. I mean, no Marcus Smart's coming back. Al Horford is going to be a difference. Even though Robert Williams played pretty well.
Yeah, he did play pretty good, but that's a big loss. Horford is.
Because who knows with COVID stuff and I look at the schedule, they're playing every other day.
Yes, I think Steve Kerr just got back. I think he was gone for like a week. So,
yeah, I'm going Miami in 6. So we'll see. It's early. Game just getting underway. Dallas Mavs up 7-5 over Golden State right now. I say it's very early. NBA draft.
I'm conflicted. Let's go, Luka.
NBA draft lottery was last night. Lakers. We needed not to pick in the top 10 to have a lottery pick. That didn't happen.
So our pick on New Orleans.
Yep.
God damn it.
Yeah.
I didn't even see a whole lot. All I saw was the Magic at the first pick.
Orlando, OKC, Houston, Sacramento, Detroit is top 5.
Okay.
New Orleans got our pick at number 8. We didn't pick at number 8.
Yeah, honestly, man, not that thrilled about having that pick anyway.
Past 3, if you're not in top 3, 4,
might as well trade that shit. Honestly, if you're not in the top 5, honestly, in most years, unless you got a year like I saw this video recently where back in 2013, 14, whatever year it was when Giannis got drafted. like teams trying to trade up to get Giannis. So unless you got a guy you think is gonna be like that, it's like, well, don't even worry about it, man. But yeah, it's gonna be an interesting draft, man. Magic number 1. Who do you get pick?
See, I'm looking at. I mean, I'm looking at like obviously, I think Chet has the best upside of everybody in the draft. But Orlando was up, bro. They're loaded like with 7-foot guys, bro.
They always pick them kind of niggas, man. They stay picking them niggas. They pick either 7-footer or point guard, like every year.
They loaded with 7-foot guys, bro. They got
like
Mo Bamba, they got Mo and Bobo on their team, bro. Like you add another one. Plus, what's the age of Robin Lopez, right? If they add Chet, bro, they'll easily be the tallest team in the league.
They love bigs and point guards, man. They got also Markelle Fultz, Jalen Suggs, and Cole Anthony. It's like, bro, y'all just pick the best player available every time. They don't care what they need. They just pick whoever is available. They don't care.
That being said, I think Chet is the best player in this draft class. To answer your question, TJ, real quick, the first player I'm looking forward to seeing in this class is Jaden Ivey. That's who I want to see how he pans out. But
that's a good question.
Chet is the best player in this draft class, in my opinion, but the best fit for Orlando. By default, I know you're not high on him, Rand. You got to go Jabari Smith.
Do you have to? I don't think you have to.
I mean, bro, unless you move Bobo or Mo Bamba, bro, like.
Yeah, I would go Chet and move one of them niggas. I think he's better than both of them.
Not to mention
probably combined. I would trade both of them niggas.
Not to mention Jonathan Isaac, who's hurt. I would
definitely trade him too. I would.
You can't trade all three.
I'd get rid of 2 of them for sure. Jonathan Isaac, get rid of him. Get him out of here. Get him the fuck out of here. He's always hurt. Never plays. Mo Bamba, I'll probably keep him because he's at least defensively. I'll probably keep him. I'll probably keep Mo Bamba. So I'll probably trade Jonathan Isaac and gonna keep Bobo around. So who knows? But they have too many players at one position. They have like no wing players for real. All they have is point guards and bigs. They don't know what they're doing in Orlando. But I would go Chet. I'll go Chet at the top. To answer TJ's question, I'm most excited or most player I'm looking forward to, or player I'm looking most forward to seeing probably. I don't even know. That's a good question. I'll probably say Jalen Duren. I'm excited to see where he's gonna land and see him play. I would say him.
Yeah, I forgot about JD coming out of Memphis.
Yeah, I'm trying to think of somebody different I ain't talked about in a minute.
This class
I don't want to say obvious. I don't want to say Chad or Jade. I'm a very big fan of Jade. I think Jade Evans gonna be pretty good. But
I want to also looking at it. I want to see where the former UC Bearcat do. Tari Eason. He transferred from UC.
Yeah.
He went down to LSU, had a resurgence because 6th man of the year down in LSU.
Yep, SEC.
I want to see how he pans out in the league. See what his role is.
Yeah.
Back to that, man. Obviously NBA. It's easier to go like best, like in NBA. It's easier to go best players and then work everything else out. Because that's how I hate to say it, that's how my boy Dennis Smith got screwed out of Dallas. Like he had that great.
Players get messed up, man.
That great. I would say great, very good first rookie season, and they draft Luka, and then
it's like gotta go with this guy. this is the obvious pick.
I did see a video that Carlisle he never wanted Smith Jr.
Oh, really?
Yeah, I watched the video, did a little research. Like Carlisle was never a fan of Dennis Smith Jr.
See, that's another thing, man. Like if the coach ain't a fan of the guy, and they draft him anyway, it's like, of course, he's not gonna be favorable to him. And it's crazy. And his career kind of got screwed up because of that.
But if you're Orlando, man, all right, you can't talk me into it. You got to go. You got to go best player with the most upside. Because if you're Orlando, you're not winning next year anyway.
You're not
See
winning
what
next year.
see what you can do with Chet. Hell, Chet, Cole Anthony, Jalen Suggs. That can potentially be a 1-2 punch with one.
Yeah, one of them two, because you have to get rid of one of those two guys too. Honestly, and honestly, I hate to say this, I was probably right about Jalen Suggs. I was very high on him last year, and he did not have a great rookie season. He was hurt a lot of the season. Um, I don't think he's going to be a very productive NBA player. Just my thoughts. Hope I'm wrong again, but looks like I'm probably going to be right again. but so I would definitely get Chet though. And if Jalen Suggs does have a good NBA career, they were high school teammates, won 3 state titles. They were college teammates. They look great. Or they college teammates? No, they don't. No, they weren't college teammates.
Yeah,
But they both went to Gonzaga in back-to-back years.
yeah, they missed each other
So
for 1 year. Yep.
Why not pick the guy, the best field player, and I think he'll be the best fit for the team. Just as far as I think Chet has a great basketball IQ, he's going to help clean up their defensive mistakes they make on the wings. And also, like I said, you got Jalen Suggs. And if anything, he can help him, kind of fix his trajectory, because right now it ain't looking too good.
Well, also, we're not sleeping on. We're talking about rookies. Wagner down in Orlando. He had a good year. Speaking of rookies, I'll real quick. The NBA announced their all rookie first team. First team: Scotty Barnes, Cade Cunningham, Jalen Green, Evan Mobley, and Franz Wagner from Orlando.
Hey man, he had a better year than Jalen Suggs. That just proves right there.
All NBA second team. Ayo. I'm not about to try to pronounce his last name. Yeah, from Chicago. Chris Duarte, Josh Giddey, Bones Highland, and Herbert Jones.
I would agree. Think of any snubs.
I think they got it right.
They got it right, man. I can't think of anybody. Man, maybe Alvarado, but I don't think he played enough.
He came more alive.
Yeah, he came on late. More so in the playoffs because it wasn't really anybody else playing. but yeah, they got it right, man.
So, but yeah, just thinking of that, like I say, if you add Chet the first team all rookie of the year, Wake Cole or Jalen Suggs, if he turns the game, Orlando could be. He could turn it around. He could turn it around there.
Yeah, I think Chet could end up being what Mo Bamba was supposed to be, at least as far as just, if anything, I think Chet's going to be a good defender, a good rim protector, and a good floor spacer and a passer on offense. At the least, he'll be that for them.
Now my thing is, I want to say not necessarily limit Chet, but do you put the ball in his hands as far as being that playmaker and taking it out of Cole Anthony?
I would experiment with it a little bit. I wouldn't do it a lot because I don't think he's ready for that. I don't think his handle is that good. If you saw this year in the playoffs, when people got more physical with KD, he couldn't handle the ball well because he's so tall. So I don't think they should. I would definitely, like I said, experiment with it, but I wouldn't do it too much. I would definitely experiment with it to see how comfortable he is with it, but I wouldn't lean on it too much yet, at least.
I agree with that. Let him take his bumps and bruises rookie year. Obviously, I think he's going to put a tad bit of weight on him, especially if you want to be in playoff team eventually, because that's where it really gets physical. You got to step up into the next level in the playoffs. So, I don't think they'll still be about 2-3 years away from being a playoff team anyway. If you're
anything, maybe put them on a high post, ISO, mid post, high post, ISO over there with them. Maybe the wing. I won't let them read ball though at all right now.
We know OKC. We're not about to do a full breakdown yet. We'll do that the week before the NBA draft. I know you're a huge fan of Jalen Green down in Houston. Who would you
Big time.
who would you like to just see him pair up with?
Where they pick at 4,
3.
3. So I think Chet's up at number 1. I think number 2 probably is gonna be Jabari Parker. Or not Jabari. Is that Parker? What's that last name?
Jabari Smith.
Yes, man. I'm tripping. Jabari Parker is the Milwaukee Buck pick. But they're probably gonna be Jabari Smith, second pick. Man, so third. Who would you go with third, man?
The mocks I seen, they got Banchero.
Oh yeah, I forgot about Paolo. Yeah, definitely Paolo. Yeah, he's probably gonna slide to them at 3. It's
don't
gonna
know,
be
man.
probably. I don't know if he's gonna be a good fit, but he's gonna be probably best available player at the time, right?
I mean, if you're looking at the mocks, but some tell me I think Pablo gonna get taken before Jabari Smith, in my opinion.
You think so?
That's my. Cause I'm like you. Like I watched Jabari Smith a few games, and I didn't see what everybody else seen.
Yeah, I never saw it. Like when I saw the numbers, those numbers pretty good. I watched the games.
I don't see it.
Non-existent. I couldn't even tell who's out there. Like typically when it's like I watch games, I can point out like, all right, that guy's probably playing the league. Even if he ain't playing well, I can just tell by his mechanics and his like mannerisms. Like, all right, he probably playing the league.
Mm-hmm.
I watch that guy. He's pretty good, but I'm like, he's not special for me. Like to be a top 3 pick. Like, I'm not sold on him.
Because Auburn college team, like they were very experienced. Like they had just a bunch of guys, like older guys. So that's why they gelled well. But you can't say they won all those games strictly because of Jabari Smith.
Yep. No. I wouldn't say that. So, you could be right. Maybe I think pairing Paolo is definitely a more polished player.
Mm-hmm.
So he might go number 2. But yeah, if not, I think I would like to see Paolo in Houston. If not, though, I think Jabari in Houston won't be bad either.
All right, we'll see what happens. I hope Sacramento. I hope Jaden Ivey doesn't go to Sacramento 4.
If he do, sheesh.
Which I mean,
what are they gonna be doing, man?
Honestly, I hope Jay. I mean, not for him. I hope Jay slides down to 6th to Indiana because I will be attending a few Pacers games.
That'd be nice. I think a place that would be a good fit for him. You said OKC at 2.
Yep.
That won't be bad, but he kind of like that hybrid point guard, and they got Shea already down there, so I don't know.
You already got De'Aaron Fox, but
they got De'Aaron Fox, and they just drafted what's his name last year from Baylor? Davion.
But honestly, bro, Sacramento, like they need to move on from De'Aaron Fox, bro. Like trade.
They should have traded him. They should have traded him at deadline, bro.
Yeah.
Instead of trading Halliburton, that was the dumbest move ever. The dumbest move ever. The dumbest move ever, man. Yeah, that's why I don't think Jaden should slide there either. Because if you go to Indiana, he right there with Tyrese Halliburton. Like I don't know. Who at 5?
Detroit. They just drafted Cade. Although Cade can play off ball though.
He can, but he like playing on ball. He like being that 18-8 guy, which I don't know why, but that's the kind of player I kind of see him as in he wants to be like the LeBron kind of player.
Well, shit, ain't nowhere for it. I mean, this place for it, honestly, but I would say the best fit would probably be New Orleans then. But that's all the way at 8.
I don't think he gonna slide that deep.
Exactly. Portland is at 7 and Indiana's at 6. So
yeah, I don't think he's slide that far. I think somebody in the top 5 is gonna definitely pick him. It's probably gonna be Sacramento. Maybe they'll pick him and trade De'Aaron Fox.
That's the only way. That's the only way I will see that work. And I will hate for that to happen because as a Lakers fan, you cannot root for the Kings at all. Sacramento Queens, in the words of the
I mean, I don't think Sacramento's anywhere near getting it right anytime soon. So if he goes there, I hate to say it, but he's probably doomed. I mean, not say his career is doomed, but his chances of winning anytime soon are going to be doomed.
Good shot.
So yeah, we gotta do it. We gotta do a special on the draft and talk about some possible trades that could happen or something, man. Touch more on that.
All right. Shoot. That's all NBA we got for today. Before we wrap up, man. I read this right before we came on there. Just quickly. This is in college football. NCAA. There eliminate requirements for FBS conference title games. Basically, they're saying the conferences control how they want to align their conference. So Pac-12, you know, they got 2 divisions.
Mm-hmm.
They're scrapping it. So instead of like the 2 divisions of East or West or North South, whatever, the Pac-12 championship game is going to be the 2 teams with the highest win percentage. So it could
be 2 teams from the South, 2 teams from the East, or wherever.
Yeah, so like in the past years, like if Oregon and UCLA were in the same side, they can't play each other, but now they can if they got the 2 highest win percentage.
Wow. I wonder why. Is it money? Is it money grab?
No, I won't say it's money grab. I think that's just better competition because it's like,
I guess it would be better. And since that would be a money grab too, but yeah, I guess.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, but for me, it's like it's competition. Like look for him. If we did that in NBA, I mean, well, now it'll be a little bit more even. But back in the day, how the West was more dominant.
It'd be better. It'd be better for the fans though too, because you would get the best 2 teams instead of getting the best team from each conference. You would get it might be like the best 5 team might be all from one conference. Like, wow, I want to see number 1 versus number 7.
Yeah. Now honestly, I hope the Big Ten follows suit because you know how like Big Ten, like you can never get Michigan, like Michigan, Ohio State can't play in the championship game because they're in the same side.
Yeah.
Now I hope the Big Ten follows suit and does that.
That'd be dope. I like that.
So we'll see what happens. College football is still a long ways away. Last it just popped up too. You see the Mavs got fined $50,000
for what?
Standing up the whole time. They call it. The NBA is calling it violations of bench decorum. The bench decorum rules, which basically they're just mad because they stood away. It says they stood away from the team bench and were encroaching upon the playing court. So they got
whatever.
They got fined $50,000 in the game 7. Yeah.
All right. Hey, we got the dub. That's worth it. We'll go ahead and pay it. Whatever.
We'll go.
That's crazy, man. That's crazy. Hey, do you see Lil Wayne and Mark Cuban go back and forth?
Hey, Wayne can't get mad at it.
Hey, yeah, you started it, Wayne.
Hey, Wayne can't get mad.
You started it, bro. You started that shit by calling Luka a hoe.
Hey,
called him a hoe and got your team cooked.
I'm the.
Well, Danny, your team. Danny, your team. First off,
Wayne ain't got a team.
That's your man's. That's your man's. That's your man's. Danny, your team. though. That's your man. She got your man's cooked. And he did. Wayne's supposedly a Laker fan, supposedly.
But I remember. I mean, I know they go back to when Chris Paul CP was in New Orleans. That's where that obviously.
Yeah. But he's supposed to be a Laker fan. But
yeah, got his man cooked.
That's what he get, man. They got Mark Cuban for posting his song lyric, man.
He should be grateful Mark Cuban listens to his music.
Right. He probably don't listen. He probably just had to Google that shit. I probably sent it to him like, hey, you should say this, Mark. He said, oh, that's funny. Lil Wayne said this in a song. I'm gonna go ahead and tweet this. Yeah.
Did we touch on Kendrick album yet?
We haven't. Shout out K-Dot, man.
Man, it's not my favorite. I mean, it's not my favorite K-Dot album, but hey, it's definitely
ain't my favorite.
It's definitely a masterpiece.
It's fire though, definitely fire.
I'm willing to see what his first week numbers is going to be. I'm curious.
Not as good as I thought it would be. I would say that. I thought it was going to be somewhere near what Drake did, but it's probably not going to be close. Let's be real. Yeah, I think projections are like less than 400. Still pretty good though. Still good though. Yeah.
Damn, after they said he broke all type of streaming records like the first day. Damn.
Oh, they said that for real?
Yeah, they said he broke like that last Friday when it dropped. Like he said he broke all type of streaming records.
Hopefully he does good, man. But I think it's gonna be definitely gonna be less than Drake. Drake did like 613 or something like that. Ain't gonna be that.
Yeah. So, we'll see, man. But shout out to Kendrick, man.
Yeah, man. I think it's a good album. I'll listen to it a few times. Definitely go back to my favorite songs. I don't listen to the whole thing over and over again no more. But these days I kind of just listen for it for what it is and pick my favorite songs out of it and move on.
Yeah, I kind of do. I do my rule of 3. I listen to it in the car, listen to it with headphones, and listen to it in the studio.
Yeah.
After that, I get a pretty good feel for that.
Yep. Same thing. Yep. I listen to it. I try to get a couple listens each way. Like I listen to a couple times in the studio, a couple times in the whip, a couple times on the headphones. Then my favorite songs, I go back to listen to them. However many times I listen to them again. Then
Exactly.
I might, listen to the album a couple more times and feature sometimes. But if I like the album, I'll go back and listen to the whole thing again, over and over again. But if it's okay to me, I'll, be okay with that and take my few songs from it and keep moving.
All right, man. With that being said, man, it's been Down to the Wire 513, episode 233. Good timing. The end of the first quarter is about to be up. Golden State is up 10 with 15 seconds left in the first quarter. So get to the crib and finish watching the rest of this game. Let my brother enjoy the rest of the game. I see I'll be kind of watching on behind him.
Yeah, I'm on the never mind, I ain't gonna say what I'm about to say. a little delayed for some obvious reasons, but
we ain't gonna get out of that. We ain't gonna get out of that, man. But appreciate y'all tapping in with us as always, man. Make sure y'all follow us on everything Down to the Wire 513. Like, subscribe, share, YouTube, Facebook, Twitter, Apple Podcast, Spotify Podcast, iHeartRadio, everywhere, man.
Everywhere, baby, everywhere.
For my good brother Flyman ran from my brother Josh Doc Evans, so I already know once 9 o'clock hit, he wasn't hopping on the game.
Yeah. I already know Sunset probably had him busy. Sunset be going crazy in the background. I know y'all be hearing him sometime on the broadcast. Sunset be in the background going crazy.
Well, yeah, we'll get Doc's reaction to the Cowboys schedule. See how many wins he thinks his Cowboys is going to get this season on the next show. But until then, man, y'all be easy, man. And once again, man, thoughts and prayers go up to the victims who lost their lives this past week in the mass shootings. And man, stop the bullshit.
Stop it, man. Stop it.
So, man, until next time, until episode 234, man. Flyman ran, Deep Terran Bland, man. Down to the Wire 513, man. We out. Peace.